Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
Okay.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
So you pretty much just work with each one to complete the trials. So there'd be one
How will I
last.
gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
There'll be one last person that we have to do this for. Okay. Let me just fast travel to him. Looks like we're getting near the end. Alright. No. Oh, what the hell? Let's just go here. Seems close enough. Wish the loading was a bit faster. Just like a little bit faster. Okay. Am I tripping, bro? Okay. Alright. See, this is one I fast travel to, but it's above this room. Okay. Whatever. Wait, my man Fig.
Now here's Professor Fig. The keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills. Professor Fitzgerald seemed...
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more.
And sir, there's something else. Lod?
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing... He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like...
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house...
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak?
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just...
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into?
It does?
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip. Now, time is of the essence.
That's sketchy as fuck. Why would you make that in advance?
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Yeah, this literally might win Game of the Year. I'm not even gonna lie.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Dude,
When
this
I
game
witness
is...
what passes for magic in these halls, I
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth!
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course.
I'm looking for...
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading...
I am watching Prime Potion Ingredient.
What? But, sir...
Bah! That's enough from you. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
This game is hilarious. Yeah, it's about Christmas time in this game.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt!
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply...
Taking the day off, eh? Typical...
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
No, that's wild.
Something is...
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reckon. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season.
But the injury...
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time.
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Damn. Let her have
What
it.
did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Okay. Where do I go? They took the thing away. I think it's in here. Pretty sure. Yep.
Miss Broom.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new 50th.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books. Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Dang. Seems like everyone's picking up on me. Hopefully he doesn't get found out. I feel like he is.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Okay.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise?
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
What's wrong with this guy?
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
What is wrong
That
with
ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
He acts like he can't talk. He's literally throwing, bro.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Yo. Big Huff.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Only got one ear. What the fuck?
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Poor Scrope, man. God damn.
The Polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Shit. Run.
Made it just in time.
Scope is
wearing off.
hilarious.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
What? Yo, I freaking love Scrope. Oh my god. Okay.